Hey, hello everybody. We're back. Car pulling up right behind me. Idiot. We're going a little different way today. It's been a rainy day. It rained all day and still overcast. You can see behind me, but it's pretty cloudy. We're risking it today. It might rain on us. Might be fun. Might be exciting. But we're definitely going a different way. We're going to stay on some asphalt and we're going to go through a more commercial area than residential this time, so we can stay on sidewalks and concrete, things that are more dry. So I'm going to flip it around. Here we go. We are off and walking on this 27th of August in the evening. It is 6:30 here, 6:31. So we're getting a decent early start. Not as early as I'd like, but maybe we can do 7 miles today before it gets terribly dark. It is overcast. It's nasty out. It could possibly rain on us. I don't know. The way these things work in the summertime, showers just kind of pop up anywhere. So cross your fingers that we don't get wet. But we're going to stay on mostly streets back here because there are no sidewalks. We're going to walk in the street until we get to the sidewalk, and then we're going to stay on those. And we're going to go up here to Lewis, and we're going to go south to 71st Street. Starting around 51st Street, we're going to go south to 71st, then walk on over to the river, take the Riverwalk Trail back up to 51st, and back home at 51st. That way we'll catch as little having to walk on lawns as possible. Because it's wet out here, folks. It's real wet. Okay, intro done. Hopefully some folks will come in and watch. We'll see. I don't know if anybody else is going live tonight. I guess we'll find out if we don't get anybody coming in. We're going to try and do a 7-miler, a 2-hour walk. See if we can walk till 8:30, which theoretically 2 hours would be 6 miles. Maybe we'll do 6 miles. Try to walk until about 8:30. Time this up just right. Try to stay out of the rivers, the really wet pavement. There's a lot of it. It's been a wet day. Rained all day here. My drivers were complaining having to get out in it all day. Wasn't fun. Hey, speaking of gates, none of us have enough money to go through. Look, here's another one. Actually, an attended gate. The attendants and all that. And a little code machine. Call for security. Call for security. All right, we are walking up a little side street here, paralleling the highway. Hi, Koa Nash. Where are you from? Good to have you here. You're not a familiar name to me, so I'm assuming you just saw my little stream here and you recommended. So we're out walking in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's good to have you here. Wow, we suddenly jumped up to 20 viewers. That's good stuff. We're getting some recommendations in the algorithm. It's Michigan. Nice to see you. I spent a couple summers up near the UP and Interlochen. I don't know if you know about the National Music Camp, but I went there a couple of years when I was in high school. A couple of summers anyway. Great experiences. Went up to Mackinac, got some fudge. Got to see a ball game at Tiger Stadium. Good stuff. You used to live in Oklahoma. There you go. You see, I used to live in Michigan for a couple summers. I don't know if I say I lived there, but I've stayed there for a couple summers. Up, where Traverse City is. Interlochen's right near Traverse City. Up there about as far as you can go north before you hit the UP. Oh, this is severe uphill to start out, but I'd rather have this at the beginning of the walk. Nothing worse than severe uphill at the end of the walk when you're tired. Yeah, you lived in Oklahoma? Fantastic. I was born and raised in Oklahoma, lived here all my life. except for a brief jaunt in the military and a brief jaunt when I went to graduate school at the University of Kansas, which is not far from Oklahoma. I'm pretty much an Oklahoma born and bred old hillbilly boy. Hi, Lindsay Tuning. Hi, Maddie S. Welcome to my stream. We are out walking in the overcast skies of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This will be a fun stream because we are in danger of being rained on at any moment. Where are you going? I'm just walking a path. Hi, Leslie McButt. Good to have you here. I'm walking around Tulsa, Oklahoma. Getting a little walk in. We're going to try to do at least 6 miles today. So I wouldn't say I'm going anywhere in particular. I'm making a big loop around where I live. We're going to go about 2 miles south and 2 miles west of the river. 2 miles back up the river trail and back home. That's where I'm going. Really any place in particular, just a walk. We're going to scooch on over here to this little driveway. How long have you been? I just started. I've only been out here about 10 minutes. So we're just getting started today. Just got home, just got off work. Like to do these evening walks after work. Hard to fit enough hours in the day to work a 10-hour shift and get as much walking in as I can do. But we're making it happen. Oh, there we go. Now we're on a lovely sidewalk out of the grass. And I think we'll be able to stay sidewalk for the majority of this walk. Show you some of a little different part of Tulsa than we usually walk in. Hopefully enjoy the scenery. Hopefully enjoy the show. Hang around if you like. Come in and out. It's all good. Your cousin's in Oklahoma right now. There you go. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to be. Look over there at the river. Look at that. Those beautiful hills. They say Oklahoma's are flat, but there's some beautiful hilly country around here. Get my big toe healed. Yes, Leslie, it feels much better. I was taping it 4 or 5 times. I taped it with some athletic tape. Now I don't feel like I have to do that anymore at all. It's great. All right, we're going to cross over Skelly Drive here with frontage roads. Frontage road to Interstate 44. We're going to walk right over the interstate. That's pretty exciting. But thank you for asking, Musty. My toe feels much better. And hi, Blue. Woohoo to you too. Here we are, folks. Big Interstate 44. Walking right over it right now. This is one of the major interstates. Northeast to southwest in the country. Through St. Louis, goes down here through Oklahoma City, down to Wichita Falls, maybe a little farther than that, down into New Mexico. I'm not really sure. As you can see, a lot of traffic. It's a pretty busy interstate, and we are probably 75 to 100 feet above the interstate right now, walking on a bridge. Random Life Stuff's here. Welcome. Says, Smelton needs your money, Todd, because Hamilton isn't working out. So I've heard. I feel bad for that lady that was cleaning in the building. It was the old nursing home. Yeah, I feel a little bad for her, too. But as far as him needing his money, he's not getting any mine. Hello, Psychic Dashton. Welcome. Taking a different route today, a little variety. You know, variety is the spice of life. So we're gonna give you a little of that. Coming up on 51st Street in Lewis. We're gonna hit the crosswalk button, see if we can get across this bad boy. Wait. We'll hit the button, but we're gonna jaywalk it because there's just not much traffic coming. Get this one little car to go by. Oh, he's got a red, so I think we're gonna get started. This is a one-way, so nobody can turn down this way. So we're good. Love the brick. Yeah, good stuff. There's the old Dollar Tree. it gets a favorite of Von Helton, the Dollar Tree. Quick Trip everywhere. There's a Quick Trip on almost every corner. There's another one right there. That's not the one we usually go to. We're instead of going east first, we're going south first today. We're gonna go south down Lewis Avenue down to 71st. I'll show you some of the sights this way. Some of the homeless people living out there. Was not my intention. It would be funny if you gave Vaughn your spare room conditions. Shower once a day and internet activities must be monitored. Yeah, fallen mask. It's not happening. He's not coming here and he's not living with me. Oh, hi, Brandon. You're here now. Start over. Okay. Starting now. We're starting now. Hey, look here. This was a great hamburger joint, Goldie's. In the 2000s, 2010s. It's shut down now, but I think there's maybe still a few open. Grilled hamburgers, great stuff. Look, it's all boarded up. Just couldn't do well here. Random Life Stuff says Fallen Vaughn can't shower because that's surrendering to the trolls. Yeah, if he takes a shower, that means he's capitulating to the trolls. If he takes a shower, which is just the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. Yeah, different route today. We're going to see different sites. Over there with the Grove Community Living, I think speaking of nursing homes, that's something like Centerview would have been. Got all kinds of loud, mufflerless vehicles driving through here. There's the Lewiston apartment homes. Do you want me to buy Goldie's? I don't think I want to. You do very well there. You can see it rained all day. There's huge puddles everywhere in the parking lots. Yeah, there we go. The Grove, assisted living, daily activities, and delicious dining. Join our team. Where are you exactly? Says Kaja. Kaja, I'm just south of the intersection of 51st and Lewis, heading south down Lewis. So I guess you could say I'm at 52nd and Lewis, near the Lewiston apartment homes. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Look me up. Some, I'd say mid-range apartments. Not fancy by any means, but not the cheapest ghetto you can get in. These apartments probably go for $800 or $900 for an efficiency. So we're not in the multi-million-dollar homes that we used to go for. Not by any stretch today. We're in the more moderate, lower to middle class neighborhood today. But I wanted to change things up a little bit, and I wanted to walk somewhere that wasn't so much on grass because it's so wet outside. And also, if it does happen to start pouring, there's various businesses we can jump into and hang out until the rain rests. So there's that too. That's a steep hill right there going down into Lewiston. It's a steep ass hill. Like I said, you think Oklahoma's flat, but it's really hilly right here. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Nacho. And hi to these Sajowski. Is that what I'm saying? What's happening in Tulsa today? Overcast skies and lots of rain. It's very cool. I'd say it's maybe 70 degrees right now with a cool breeze from the south. It's just a lovely night to be walking. I've got the shorts on and I'm actually a little chilly. Lots of medical stuff here. Got Therapy Concepts and the Perfect Smile dentist right there. It's kind of a little medical area. There's not a hospital here. There's lots of little medical businesses. Therapy places, massage, rehabilitation, doctor's offices, dentist's offices in this particular area. We're getting into what they would call Southern Hills. The Southern Hills subdivision of Tulsa. You'll see Southern Hills on the names of lots of businesses down here. Did I get it right? Denise Sachowski? Lewis Park. You'll see Lewis on a lot of things, of course, because we're on Lewis Avenue. And as I live and breathe, as we go under this tree, Southern Hills United Methodist Church. There you go. Definitely getting into the Southern Hills subdivision. Also, if you may be familiar with Southern Hills, the Southern Hills Golf Country Club has been the site of many PGA Tour events. Championship a couple times. I played there twice in high school. It's home in the state championship every other year. My sophomore and senior year, we had the golf championships here in Southern Hills. Very difficult course. Again, not what you would expect from Oklahoma. You would think it's flat, but there's some hills. You sure can tell walking. Very close, it's Chakowski. Chakowski, Denise Chakowski. Lovely to meet you. And thank you for coming to my stream today. Here we go. Here's a Trump supporter. Look at that little fort that's built. It's an illuminated cross and a "Take America Back" Trump sign and the American flag. It's got a screen over there, yes. There's a gun owner. I can tell. Let's see over there. We got a real estate place. Got Rady Family Chiropractic. Like I said, lots of medical things. Yeah, thank you, Denise. You're welcome. I had an older sister named Denise. Not that Tchaikovsky, of course. That is my older sister's name. Pushing a doggy in a carriage. Nice. And we do have some older houses around here. It's not the, that's a nice name. LOL. It is a nice name. Some older houses, some have been converted into businesses. There is still some oil money around this area. It's not like when we go north from my place. But as you get deeper into some of the neighborhoods here, you will see some of the old the oil tycoon houses, particularly if you go that way towards the country club. Big Zebra, you're a delight. Welcome to my stream. Do I spend any time at home? Doesn't seem like it. I go to work for 10 hours. I come out here and walk for 2. Yeah, I sleep for about 6. So I don't leave a lot of time, does it? Doesn't leave a lot of time at home. But I'm pretty OCD about this walking thing right now. I don't want to miss a day. We're out today, and I think this was one of the days I might have missed for getting rained out. And we still might get rained on. It is, as you can see, the skies there, very overcast. Rain could be moving in at any moment. So we will see. That'll be exciting. If it does start raining, we'll hopefully find an open business we can pop into and hang out in the lobby until the rain moves by. And maybe not. We might get stuck in it. Thank you for saying I'm a delight. Well, you are. Why would I not? Everyone knows Big Zebra is a delight. Look over there, physical therapy, physical rehab center, Therapeutic Services, Inc. It's just, it's that kind of place to work out your injuries down here. It's that kind of neighborhood. I apologize for all the vehicle noise. We are kind of next to a busy street, especially this time of night. There'll be a lot of traffic, folks going home from work, and all their cars are freaking loud because it's Oklahoma. And they're going way too fast for the conditions, of course. Great Guy says I could take you in a fight. Yeah, you probably could, Great Guy. I don't know. I'm kind of scrappy, though. You might have to watch out. I am kind of scrappy. I don't fight fair. I will kick you in the knee. I will leg sweep you. I will kick you in the solar plexus. I know how to do that. And you know, maybe you might take me in a fight. It's certainly possible. I'm getting older. Looky here, Southern Hills Baptist Church, or just I don't know if it's Baptist Church. It's Southern Hills Church. You can go to mysouthernhills.church for more information. It's a nice old church. Nice manicured lawn. As we are approaching 56th Street, we're a quarter of the way on our southern leg of the journey, trying to get to 71st. We've made it from 51st to 56. It's a halfway point, folks. Well, it's a quarter way point. It's halfway to 61st. Got the green light, so we're just going to keep on walking, keep on chugging. No sidewalk over here, so we're going to have to walk in the parking lot. Show you some of the fine businesses here in Southern Hills on South Lewis in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If we kept going to 81st, you would get to see Oral Roberts University. We'll show it to you in the distance when we get closer. Lewis Avenue is the home to Oral Roberts University. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Oral Roberts. I don't know if you know if any of you know he had a university in the city of Tulsa, but he does. And we're going to get close to it. The lawns around me look very green and lush. Yeah, they tend to do that. We get a lot of rain here. Run in there and hail Xenu. I don't think I'll do that. Not sure the doors were unlocked anyway. Who knows? Over here we got a day spa massage. We got a little bar there, the Bull and Bear Tavern. I bet good things happening there. Barbershop and a Subway. Gotta have a Subway, right? Eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh. Not a sponsor. Like I said, this is going to be a more commercial walk than a residential. Something a little different for us. I just wanted to stay out of those, what I would assume to be very wet front yards today. I'm trying to walk where there's actual sidewalks. The Grace on. There's Tag Agency where I renewed my tags not long ago. It's on the windshield. Bishops. I don't know what that was. Diamond apostrophes. Must be a jeweler. There's a tailor shop, a wellness center, funeral service, traditional cremation. There you go. Green burial, peaceful pause. So they do pets. I assume peaceful pause. Got a Mexican grill, you got an Allstate agent. Big Zebra says, I have a sorted sub with no Jared, please. Yeah, no Jared. Sounds very windy. It's a little windy, a little breezy. It's not too annoying in my microphone. You know, I've got what I got. I keep saying I should go get some headset with a condenser mic in it, but I never do it. I just make you guys suffer with whatever outside noise there is. Mustard seed door consignment. I guess they sell old things for people. There's a coins and antique jewelry place and a Impact Fitness little gym. I see a punching bag through the door. There we go. Now I see some equipment. Oh, some nice equipment in there. Nautilus machines, that sort of thing. Looks like they sell them though. It's not a gym, that's where they sell things. This obviously was an old bank. You can tell there used to be old tellers and the little machines. Just deposit your check. Speaking of banks, there's the Bank of Oklahoma building across the street. Be okay. And we're going to walk by the Sonic drive-thru. An Oklahoma tradition, Sonic. Lots of bad food. Looks like a drive-through gym. No, I think it's a converted bank building. Must have been a bank at one time. Welcome back, Koa Nash, and thank you for saying hi. Hey, Nerdy. Good to see you. Hi, Guido. Yeah, it was a cute building, wasn't it? Lots of little strip malls in this area. Lots of variety of things. We're just going to keep walking and showing and having some fun tonight. Walking around Tulsa, Oklahoma. See, we got the Fleming's Comfort Footwear next to the optometrist. Echo Man and Echo Shop, men's and women's consignment. Again, selling things for people. Consignment shops usually are resale shops. Those are, looks like clothing stuff. Osteo Strong. It's a consistent medical theme down here on 61st and Lewis. I wonder if there are any Sonics in Canada. I doubt it. I don't think they go very far. Sonic started in Stillwater, Oklahoma, I want to say in the 50s. They were famous for the roller skating car hops that bring your food out to you. And service in a flash. It's Sonic. That's where the Sonic comes from. Speed of sound. They were emphasizing that fast service from pushing the button to getting your food. I'm not sure that's a great thing. You really want them slapping your food together as fast as possible? There are a few in Ontario. I'll be darned. I did not know it would have made it that far. In my opinion, not the best business model. Get your food to you as fast as humanly possible. No matter what it looks like. Let's see, across the street, we got, of course, a weed dispensary, Sooner Stamps, a little bar of some kind, and Lou's Pampered Paws. Looks like a place that'll take care of your dogs and cats. Over here, we got a donut shop, Island Time Fitness, bridal and formal wear. Got a tequila, Casa de Tequila, fine eatery, it says. Fine eatery. The farts created by supersonic food would be truly impressive. I think you're right. Mute That Bozo says we have some Sonic locations up in Portlandia. I'll be damned. Bridal and formal wear? No, formal wear. Formal. Tuxedos and bridal gowns and bridesmaids' dresses, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. Formal wear. Formal occasions. All right, we're approaching 61st. Of course, there's another quick trip. Why wouldn't there be? And we're going to go over drainage ditch here. It's Joe Creek. Joe Creek, man. And I'll show you. I'll demonstrate quite nicely to you that it's been raining all day. What you can look down here yeah, that's some water in the drainage place. It's probably, looking at the sides, there's probably a foot of water flowing in there. Probably a foot of water. That thing's usually bone dry, so that tells you it's been raining all day. We got the, again with the medical theme, Archwell Health, primary care for seniors. And another Dollar Tree. Hello, Vaughn. And CVS. CVS let Vaughn poop in Hamilton, Ohio. That was awful nice of them. Quick trip across the street, as there is always want to be. I think we'll go by at least 2 more quick trips today. At least 2, maybe 3. And caddy corner from me, as is the aforementioned Southern Hills Golf and Country Club. You can see through the trees over there on the other side of that intersection. That's this is hole 14. The green's right here in the corner. Still going through a heat wave, huh? Mute That Bozo, you must be in the western part of the country. Because over here in the central and eastern parts, we're in quite a trough of cooler weather. It's going to last this week, but then go away. I think I'll make this light if I hit the button right now. Hundreds and upper 90s. Yeah, we had that last week. We finally got our hundreds last week. And I think we're going to start across. Should get the signal here in just a moment. Yep, there it is. There it is. 61st, folks. 61st and Lewis. Continuing south another mile. by the CVS here. There's that CVS we were talking about, right on the corner. Oh. Excitable little dog there. CVS, the one with those endless receipts? I don't know. I don't go there much. Oh, there's an entryway to Southern Hills, Alton Country Club, right there. You probably see the 14th green. If you strain hard enough, you can see the 14th green past those trees there. 15 comes right down Lewis here. Long par 4. 470 yards, something like that. From the tips, of course. Don't steal that baby carriage. What kind of person do you think I am, Big Zebra? I would steal someone's baby carriage. Here's the Chase Bank. If you have any of you have a Chase MasterCard, there's your home office. Probably not your home office, but you know what I mean. It's a Chase Bank. Oh, goodness. Don't steal that baby carriage. I will not. I'm really risking it coming way out here because I'm telling you, it could rain any second. There's threat of rain all night. I'm not saying you would steal it. I'm just saying you shouldn't. You're right. I ought not steal that baby carriage. You're absolutely correct. Here we have a sign for family dentistry, but the place is way back in there. Sign way up here on the street. This business is way back in there. And finally, the Southern Hills United Methodist Church. They have a quote, for with God, nothing shall be impossible. Aha. That is somewhere in the Gospels. I can't tell you exactly where. It says that same thing several times in the Gospels. Goes along with those whole, anything you ask in my name, you shall receive it. If 2 or more agree, it'll happen. A lot of broken promises in the Gospels. I apologize to you Christians, but I have studied this stuff. Some of it just it's not true. Demonstrably untrue. No rings on the curbs to hitch a horse to. Not anymore. 100 years ago, probably were. Random Life stuff says you better beat them feet. Yeah, I might have to. So we're going through a section here. There's probably not a lot of businesses open. If it were to start pouring on me, I'd kind of be screwed. Out here in the middle of a lot of 8 to 5 businesses. So we're going to have to keep our fingers crossed that we stay dry. Keep your fingers crossed for me that the rain holds off until we get home. You type Bozo, you still have a lot of rings in the curbs to hitch your horse to? Really? Maybe in the little one-horse towns in Oklahoma, not the big city like Tulsa here. This is what we call the big city. Blue says, my chance of marrying Taylor Swift have taken a serious hit. What's happened, Blue? Did you finally say yes to Kelsey? Is it going to happen? Did they make some sort of announcement I haven't heard about? Or is she even still with that Kelsey guy? I don't know. My opinion is you could probably do better. We're gonna go around this SUV here. They are engaged now. There you go. Haven't they been engaged for some time? Haven't they been engaged for quite some time? Yeah, we're just gonna go around that vehicle, let them go. Don't have to worry about me. I try to stay out of people's way when we walk on sidewalks. Kelsey agreed to marry her against everyone's better judgment. Beat That Bozo says this old house that you sold had one right in front. Still a lot of circa 1900 to 1920 sidewalks. Just announced, but yeah, dating for 2 years. Just announced engagement. Well, that's going to get people excited. Just in time for the football season, right? I guess Kelsey's playing another year at least. We'll see what happens in Kansas City. Sorry, adjusting the old headset. I don't know why I have the headset on. I don't need it. Oh, that's better. I can hear. I walk around with my headset like I'm playing music or something, and I'm just not. So why do I have it on my ears? Silly. Oh, we got a storage okay. The storage building. You know those little not portable, the little storage units you can buy to put your shit in. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't see any team in the AFC unseating the Chiefs. I don't either. They're awfully young. Got most of their stuff back. It was a funny year last year. They weren't blowing people out. They weren't scoring a ton of points, but the defense was playing really well. So I think most of those guys are coming back. But we'll see. You know, it's NFL. Everybody's pretty good. Lots of things can happen. It's very unusual that the last 5 years or so, they've done as well as they've done. It's unusual because there's so much parity. Everybody's pretty good, or they wouldn't be in the NFL in the first place. I am wearing the Oklahoma State gear today, as you can see, in honor of Oklahoma State starting the college football season tomorrow. Sort of. I mean, a couple of teams have already played, but the official kickoff classic is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Oklahoma State hosts UT Martin. Boy, that's what a throbbing powerhouse that team will be. University of Tennessee Martin. I wonder if they're the Martins. The UT Martins. That'd be appropriate. Or some other bird. The UT Martin Pros. UT Martin Eagles. How weird would that be? What is the logo on my shirt? Yeah, it's definitely a guy in a cowboy hat. That fella is Pistol Pete, and he is the official mascot of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Gonna go smoke a Super Bowl. Yeah, that is Pistol Pete. I can't remember his name now. Oh well, a local guy to where Oklahoma State is, from Perkins, Oklahoma. He was a gunslinger, Billy the Kid kind of guy, and shot people, killed people. You know, Frank Eaton, that was his name. Pistol Pete's name was Frank Eaton. Pistol Pete is his nickname. No, not Pistol Pete Maravich. Frank Eaton. He was I want to say he might have been a sheriff or a lawman. Look him up. Pistol Pete, Frank Eaton, Perkins, Oklahoma. If you want more information on the Oklahoma State mascot for some reason. I don't know why anybody would want that, but that's who I'm wearing on my shirt today. Pistol Pete. And at Oklahoma State games, there's a guy that walks around with a huge head that looks like that on his shoulders. You know, those comically oversized heads that mascots wear. Yeah, it's like that. And he has guns that actually shoot blanks, but he shoots off his pistols. It's a thing. New Mexico has the same guy. New Mexico, or maybe New Mexico State, one of them, also has Pistol Pete as a mascot. Same guy. Kid you not. Stole it from Oklahoma State. Beat that bozo says, ever since a guy I went to high school with named Rob Peterson was paralyzed from the neck down during a practice scrimmage, I quit watching concussion ball. Gotcha. Can't really blame you. It is dangerous. Oh, here we got a side road going to nowhere. That's interesting. South Louis Jiffy Lube. This is one of my customers. They don't buy much from me. They mostly do oil changes, and they keep their own oil and filters. They don't buy a lot of stuff from me, but they are one of my customers. So hey, shout out to Jiffy Lube South Louis. Yeah, Jiffy Lube. You're in and out in a jiffy. That's what they say. I wouldn't take my car there for much else. Oil change, regular maintenance, air filter, something like that. Wouldn't get much done there. Maybe brakes. Not sure I'd trust them to diagnose check engine light for you. They can probably do brakes. Try and let this guy go, but he's being stupid. We're going to let him go. And we'll let this other truck go too. There's some apartments there on the other side. Let him go so you don't have to worry about me. Try to stay out of the way of vehicles when I'm walking. If they're waiting to turn, I'm just going to stop, give them a little hand wave so they know I'm not going to walk in front of them. It seems to be the best way to handle those sorts of situations. Look over here, I got a smoke and vape shop. And phones for less, high times. Get it? High times. I think they might have some CBD in there. High times. They got tasty meals. I don't know what the heck that is. Looks like some kind of ethnic grocery store. Afro Cookhouse. Okay. Oh, I guess I could have just looked on the sign. It's the Afro Cookhouse. Tasty meals. Open. Eat That Bozo says, I do have a weakness for the Portland Trailblazers. Been a fan since the franchise began when you were a kid. Gotcha. Yeah, I was never much of a basketball fan until the Thunder came here. Now it seems like I can't get enough. Never really watched much NBA. Especially after we stole them from Seattle, right? Haha. We stole the Supersonics and turned them into the Thunder, and then we won a championship with them. So there. Starting to breathe heavy. Father Jay, if you're watching, I'm starting to breathe heavy. Make a note. Somebody take notes. Where's Sydney? Sydney's supposed to be keeping the minutes, so she can let Father Jay know what's going on. Walton, Maurice Lucas. Uh-oh, you got Blue started on naming NBA players. Great players of the past. Here goes. Blue's going to get going now. You got him rolling. Look at that. Dispensary, now open. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And it looks boarded up. I don't know, right next to it. Skunk's Den, folks. Skunk's Den. What is it with these pot dispensaries, and they emphasize the fact that it stinks? There's always skunk or dank or something like that in their name. Yes, Skunk's Den. Look at that. I'll zoom in for you. Skunk's Den Cannabis Dispensary. But it's weird to me. They emphasize the fact that the stuff smells bad. Skunk, dank, some other adjectives in there that they used to describe these places. Kush. Really, you want to promote the fact that your product stinks like a skunk? I don't get it. Hi, Donna Murphy. Next time you go out, try some Japanese walking. I'll get there. I think it's going to be hard. I'm going to get a better streaming apparatus if I'm going to do that. So if I start moving fast, this thing's going to shake like crazy. So you won't see anything. I'm holding steady about 3 miles per hour. I'm good with that for now. But you're right, I do need to switch it up and eventually, as I get stronger, do some faster walking or mixing it up a little bit with leisurely stroll versus speed walking versus moderate pace. Dave Twardicki. Oh no, Twardzik. Dave Twardzik? Big Zebra asks, why not meet us halfway? Instead of Japanese walking, you could do some Pacific Islander walking. Oh, that's just hilarious. Maybe I'll just walk. Maybe I'll just stick with walking for now. Maybe we'll get there. And maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe we'll get bored with this walking after a while. Who knows? Like safe room games. We've got the Pearl Avenue Ballroom. If you're interested in ballroom dancing, that is the place to go with your partner to learn to ballroom dance. I hear it's good stuff. Oh yeah, and Donna's explaining Japanese walking, which she did for me yesterday, and I appreciate it. Now I know what Japanese walking is. Ah, we're cruising, folks. We're cruising down. Car wash with 3 vacuums. Speaking of dance studios, there's Strictly Ballroom, Tulsa's premier dance studio, and the other side of Ed Center, where they have dancing. So this is kind of dancing central, apparently, where we're at now. Down this street is the post office, and a post office of some note, because, ladies and gentlemen, down there is the post office where I sent Vaughn's lien information. Right down there. That's where it all began. That's where I sent all the certified letters to Von Helton about his lien purchase, my lien purchase. All the official notarized stuff went through that post office down there. A little bit of history in the Vaughn saga. Very little bit of history, but a little bit. And there's a Strictly Ballroom down there in the corner. Got the B. Lunt dispensary. B. Lunt, get it? B. Lunt. Got an Asian market. We got more donuts, massage. There's donuts and massage places, always next to each other. It's like, what, you pay for a massage, get a free donut? Is that the thing? Seems like it. I got a Cricket phone combined with Avis and Budget car rentals. That's weird. Where would they put the cars? Okay, I don't get that at all. Got a Hey Boba. I guess they got that boba tea, the little bubbles in it, the little pearls that break into. You guys like that boba tea thing? It's like tapioca pearls, and you drink it and they explode in your mouth. I don't get the boba thing. And right here is the Dragon China, Chinese cuisine, another little buffet. Those are everywhere. Across the street, we got Crab and Catfish Company, crab legs and daiquiris. That's what they're gonna. Oh, Church's Texas Chicken back there. Got a Dunkin' Donuts. We got the Asian Mart in there. Another Asian buffet. India Palace. If you want some cuisine of India, that's the place to be. If you like those curries, at the sushi house, Cricket Sushi House. I don't get the relationship there, but okay. Cut around the back here, folks. Probably Sharpie too. Oh yeah, they're cooking dogs. That's right. Give me just 1 second. We're gonna stop the cam and the mic. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry for the brief respite, folks. We're back to walking. Here we got Firehouse subs. Very expensive subs, by the way. Delicious, I hear, but too much. They are expensive. Never really busy in here. I think they charge a little too much for their subs. We're going to cut the corner a little bit. As, this is 71st up here. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to cut the corner because I told you guys I would show you Oral Roberts University, and I will. Vaughn wants to pick up Sharpie because he thinks he'll get donuts. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So back to the sidewalk on Lewis, and we're going to go all the way up to 71st here so I can kind of get you a look at Oral Roberts University. If you can see that huge tower in the background there, that used to be an Oral Roberts building. They sold it to the city of Tulsa, and now it's a medical. So it's essentially a hospital. It's not really a hospital, but there's lots of clinics and stuff in there. Various medical offices, people's doctors' offices, etc. So that's kind of where it is. It's about another 3/4 of the way down Lewis here. We're not going to 81st today, but it's a ways. But that's where it is. 3/4 of a mile that way, and you're at Oral Roberts University. But we are going to turn right here and head back west. We're going to head west on 71st Street. And we are going west, folks. Hopefully staying out of the rain. I mean, it's looking dark up there. We're going to have to get lucky. Now here's a pairing for you. Schlotzsky's and Cinnabon. Is that $8 million Call Me Home Tower? Call Me Home Tower? It may be. I'm not sure if that's what they called it when Oral Roberts built it. It used to be part of the Oral Roberts campus, and now it's a huge medical clinic / office building for lots of places. Oh, look, Pella of Oklahoma. Mattresses. And then Patricia's for all your sex toy needs. There you go. At Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet. Da-da-da. That's the commercial. Your partner said you should stop by. Hey, J-Dubs. I'm sure they've got some double-ended docking toys in there. And here we got salad to go. Oh, salad and go. Salad and go. They make you salads. I don't think it's that hard to make your own salad, but apparently it works because people go there. Get their custom-made salads, pick them up and drive off. All right, folks, we're heading to the river now. About 2 miles that way. Over here you see that is an old, it's the Ruffin Event Center now. It used to be a Sheraton hotel, and the Marriott is right there. It's still a Marriott. They changed the Sheraton Hotel into the Ruffin Event Center. They have concerts and business meetings, that sort of thing. And back behind there, which is now just office space. Honeywell's in there, Dish Network. What's in those croutons? We'll have to go back and find out. Who says I heard that tower was built from the last $8 million he grifted? Yeah, maybe. Here you got the Southern Scratch Kitchen, Cajun Ed's. If you want some greens or some chitlins, that's your place to go. They probably do some great collard greens and some, yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. What's in those croutons? Hopefully just old bread. Day old bread and butter. Lots of butter. Oh, now you want to make me get my air fryer out and make some croutons. Have you just taken day old bread or week old bread and chopped it up and soaked it in butter and made some croutons in the air fryer because that's really good. It's a lot of carbs too, but it's really good. Get them all crunchy. Here's an old office building that's probably defunct. Apparently is nothing anymore, or maybe for sale. If you need an office building in Southwest Tulsa, this is your place. 2087 South 71st Street. What's in those croutons? And over there is the Tulsa, basically the Jewish center of Tulsa, including the Sherwin Miller Museum of Jewish Art. This is the starts with a Z. I can't remember. We'll see it when we get up there, but it's the Z something Center for Jewish Studies and Jewish Culture, and very nice in there. Very nice stuff. I've done some shows in there, community theater, outreach stuff. There's been some youth theater stuff going on in there. Zero. There we go. It's the Zero campus. There's private school in there. There's people living in there. It's basically the Jewish center for Tulsa. And a very nice campus. They keep it very nice. Where did the Tulsa Massacre happen? That's on the, it's way north of here. The northwest part of Tulsa. It's called Greenwood. It's still a traditionally black neighborhood, but a very rich neighborhood. It was called Black Wall Street in the day, for the people of color that owned land and had oil stakes and that sort of thing. And basically a bunch of white people just went in there and shot everybody. It's really terrible. So there's a lot of tributes to it, a lot of museums, a lot of things you can walk through and see in that part of Tulsa. Like I said, it's straight north of here, probably 10 to 12 miles. That'd be up around 31st, 41st Street north. I'm at 71st Street south. So you can tell that's a good solid 10 miles or more. No, not downtown, not quite. It's going to be quite a bit northwest of downtown. Although, it's spilled over a lot of different places. But Black Wall Street was all up there around 21st Street north and Pine, Harvard. Where's all the stripper bars? Not really around here. Like I said, there's the Jewish Center, and that's a really nice little walkway back there. It's a beautiful campus. We've done a few things outdoors here. Did what was the show? We did Shrek Jr. right out here in the woods. That was a good show. People keep walking. People keep riding bicycles by me on the sidewalk. It's really unnerving when they do that. Like, dude, you're not supposed to be riding that bicycle on a sidewalk. That's for people walking. Yep, right here. Right in this little round area right here. That's where we did Shrek Jr. God, that must have been 6 or 7 years ago. And I'm not Lou, I'm not going to help you a ton on Tulsa history because I'm not from here, but you live here long enough, you pick up stuff on the radio and people talking about things, and you see things when you go up there. I've done some gigs in the Wood area. A lot of good jazz going on up there. Oh. Pretty little fountain. Smells good. A lot of chlorine in that water. Interchem. Nice apartments. We're back to more of a residential area. I bet those apartments are 1,200, 1,300 feet for one bedroom. And this is office space. It's probably not a lot going on here anymore. Widow's Law Firm. Okay. Another lovely fountain, blue water. Yeah, near downtown. I mean, it's spilled over to downtown. And the downtown area has changed, over the years. But it's not where the real tall buildings on the river are now in Tulsa. That's not really the area. You don't have to go very far north of there, where the mass graves are. And there's been some recent interest in the mass graves and people digging again and doing DNA tests. A lot of stuff being looked into still. I hear a dog barking rather loudly, which is unnerving because where the heck is he? It must be a loud dog. You hear it? Okay. Guess we'll find out when we get farther up there. And here we are at Shortline Dental, not Shoreline, but Shortline, and the Jedi Jiu-Jitsu. Where's Frank when you need him? Jedi Jiu-Jitsu. Somewhere in there. More massage. Always a massage place. Well, hey, folks that have stuck with me, I hope you're enjoying the different scenery. I do apologize for the loud traffic. Not much I can do about it. There must be a dog in that cage, in that fence line over there. That's about where it's coming from. Woof, woof. Yeah, there must be a dog in there. Crossing another drainage ditch. I'll show you here. I bet it's full of water too. Yeah, it's pretty full. Pretty darn full. I don't know what drainage creek this is. Might still be Joe Creek. But it's pretty deep compared to the way it usually is, just dry as a bone. Here we go. Take a look. Some water, folks. That's a day of wet in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's what happens. They do have, the drainage system's pretty good. They got this all figured out. And look, there's a little trail down there. Wonder where that goes to and from. Some kind of walking / riding trail that I obviously don't know about. It's not the river one. The river one's still a solid half-mile ahead. Over there, we got another massage place, the Eastland Food Market, Hand of Fortune Tattoo. We got Cloud Chasers, Smoke and Vape Gallery. That's a big place. That's a lot of vapes and smokes. A variety of products and juices and things. Kratom. Oh, they got Kratom in there. Folks, the Great Tea Taste Challenge is over, and the clear winner is Kratom tea. Brandon says, had to scare a dog today on my walk. Came running up at me, barking, and his owner was nuts. Can you get your finger out? No. Go home. No. Sometimes that works. Coming up on Trenton Avenue, and a street name we see constantly. Trenton seems to be everywhere. Over here we got the Brahms Hamburgers and Fresh Market. More of an ice cream place, but they do food too, and they do it pretty well. Brahms is another local ice cream place. Brahms and Bluebell are both from around here. I don't know if you have those where you live. But Brahms is the shit here. If you want some fresh ice cream, that's the place to go. Bluebell is just sold in stores. Brahms is more mixed here. There's a good frozen yogurt too. I opt for the frozen yogurt. We may be at this light a while, folks. People are lined up here, and I don't want to just jaywalk in front of them because you know the light will change as soon as I step out of the street. So we're not going to do that. There we go. There we go. Now the cross traffic's getting to go. I'm going to hit my button again. I'll probably jaywalk after that. Yeah, here we go. Now we're good to go. Traffic cleared out. I'm not in anybody's way. We're just going to go ahead and cross. Here's our Brahms. Popular spot. I'm kind of in Jinx now. This is the Jinx Brahms where everybody goes from Jinx High School. Excuse me. So I'm kind of in their neighborhood now. You know, we have the quintessential Taco Bell. It's a must. Basically nobody in there. Man, these loud trucks annoy the shit out of me. Maybe it's just me. Excuse me, pardon me, that was me. And we're coming up on another quick trip, and this one I think we're going to stop and get our strawberry banana beverage. Give us a little pick me up for the last couple of miles of the trip today. We've got another solid hour of walking, folks. It's 7:37. The plan is to walk until about 8:30. So far, the rain has held off, knock on wood. Keep those fingers crossed for me. Because I just don't really have anywhere good to duck into once we get to the Riverwalk. It's going to be that. Oh, you can see the light up there. That's Riverside Raceway. It's 71st, and that's where we're going to pick up the river trail again. And walk the 2 miles back to 51st, and then a mile or so back to our place. So we got about 3 miles to go. That's about an hour. Timed it about right. A little more than 3 miles, probably. Hey, Sydney. Glad you're here to keep the minutes. Hope you're taking good notes. Father Jay is going to want to know when I ran out of breath, so when I started huffing and puffing, make sure you make a note of that. Get your plastic bag at the gas station and wrap up your stuff if it rains. There you go. It's not a bad idea. I think I'm feeling lucky tonight. I think I'm going to make it. Oh, look, it's Wednesday night, so Rivergate Church is busy by having a service of some kind. You know what else I just thought of? I got to take my Dupixent shot today. Should have done that before I left, but I didn't. So we got to do that when we get home. Had it sitting out all day. So you don't want to take cold Dupixent. That hurts. It stings. Thank you, Sydney. You will. Okay. Keep those minutes for me. Got the Popeyes at Firestone's. One of my customers are over there. That's my Firestone. McDonald's across the street. And, of course, we have the Quick Trip on every corner that we are going to peruse here. We'll walk down here to stay off the grass. Go and get my strawberry banana beverage and continue on. Taco Bell in your area used to be good many years ago. Now, not so much. Yeah, I hear you. I've been warned. Don't eat the meat. Apparently, their meat is the same safe for human consumption that they send to prisons. So I've been told. I don't know. It's just a rumor. All right. I'm going to turn off my cam and my mic while we go in. And I will be right back, folks. All right, we're all good. Beverage in hand, folks. Electrolyte Zero, not a sponsor. We're gonna head by the gas pumps and throw the cap away. If I can get it off. Wow. That was really hard to get off. I had to use my teeth. I had to get my teeth around that cap, chew it off. Oh, look, here's a Wendy's with one little car outside. How pathetic is that? Nobody in there. Well, the one guy with his car. Wow, that's just sad. Probably 5 people working, nobody going through there. Of course, Wendy's is crap. So, Crystal was my favorite back in the day. Dairy Queen even more, but all have fallen off. You know. Here we got the Mattress Firm clearance outlet. If you need a mattress, that's the place for you. Mattress Firm, not a sponsor. Let's get back to the sidewalk here. We're going to want to be on the sidewalk across the road to get to the trail again. Arrow bus stop. Blue, you're going to want to see this. Another pair of abandoned shoes. Shoes everywhere around. Oh, look what we have over here, folks. Can you see with me what we got here? It's Planet Fitness. Oh my goodness. 24-hour CCTV in operation, security system. I don't think we'll see a wild J-Dubs, but you know, it is Planet Fitness. Hey, how's it going? Planet Fitness, not a sponsor. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. All right, we want to get across this little exit lane and up there to the intersection so that we can get across the street and get down there to the walking trail. This is where Vaughn takes his annual shower. Yeah, not this Planet Fitness, but close enough, right? I don't know if that one's a 24/7 one. Okay, we can get across here just fine. Get up to the crosswalk. This is not an area we would want to jaywalk. This is a very, very busy intersection. Not a good plan to jaywalk here. And we're going to miss the light, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. We can hang out and chat for a minute. You can smell, yeah, there's Burger King. All the Vaughn and John favorites right here together. We got Burger King, we got McDonald's, Taco Bell, Taco Bueno. We've got Planet Fitness. Wait, we got a Wendy's, Quick Trip, which may as well be a Wawa or 7-Eleven. And China King over there. Got to have an Asian buffet. FedEx office. There's a Starbucks. I don't know that they ever perused the Starbucks, but we got all the favorites. I want to way down there and see a Dollar Tree. How perfect is that? Wait. All the great Vaughn and John favorites in one place. Wait. I'd say Vaughn smells worse. Yeah, they all smell the same. Absolutely. Oh, that strawberry banana is so good. When it's nice and cold right out of the fridge, oh, can't beat it, man. Okay, we're going to get the cross traffic on the Riverside Freeway, Riverside Raceway. There they go, folks. And they're off. And they're off. People just go way too fast. speed limit's like 50, and they still go 75. It's crazy. You always got the idiot when I'm up. Okay, they're going to let them turn left first, I think. And then we'll get our little walkie guy sign. Yep, here comes the left turning traffic. So we will no doubt pull up here and want to turn right about the time I step into the street. Because, you know, right turn on red and all that. I'm watching ahead of me, watching for the walk signal, and this guy will take off and run over my ass. There we go. We've got the walk signal. And sure enough, he's going. He's not turning. So we got lucky that guy wasn't turning. 25 seconds to make it. Can we do it, folks? Can we make it? 21. We're running out of time, folks. We better hurry. Only 17 seconds to get across the street. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh my gosh, 13 seconds. Can I make it? Can I make it? 11, 10. Oh, we did. We did it with some change to spare. Now, how do we get onto that walk from here? Oh, wait, I see a cross. I see it. I see it. I knew there was a way. And it continues on down that way. I think it goes under the bridge up there. Yeah, it does. I see it from here. Right up here, there's another little crosswalk around the or over the turn lane. A little crosswalk marked on it. That's the Arkansas River ahead of us, right there, folks. It's the big bridge on the 71st Street Bridge. And we got to watch traffic coming up here, but we're going to make it just fine. And we are getting on the walking trail now. Or actually, it's a riding trail, but they're one and the same here. Again, we want to try to stay off the grass because it's wet as hell. Best Chinese I've ever had is just over an hour away. I go occasionally. An hour away from here or an hour away from you? I'm assuming you mean an hour away from you. Okay. And up here is the BOK Plaza. That's a nice little place. I'll take you around it. Since we don't get down this way very much, so I'm sure you can hear it. Huge fountain up here. Running water. River water, I assume. With some bears playing. Fake bears. We got a water fountain up here. And a nice little place to sit and enjoy the fountain. There you go, folks. I'm sure people throw their pennies in there. Little baby bear up here in front. Nice little place. This is the OK Plaza. The George Kaiser family, who bought a lot of shit in Tulsa. Hour away from you. Georgia is a big drive to Oklahoma just for food. You're right. That would be crazy. And you see over there, this is the walking trail again. It goes down under the bridge over the Arkansas River. If you were going to go on down to Jenks, we are not. We're going to head back north. We're at 71st now. We're going for 51st. So we got 2 miles to walk. That'll take about 40 minutes. And then we'll cross at 51st and head on home. Like I say, don't get down here much. We usually walk on the north part of the trail. Kind of in the central part of the trail now. Got a gaggle of geese over there. Better be careful. Vaughn says they can attack at any moment. Oh. So at 45% batteries, I think we're good for a while. Hey. I would travel for some good Texas barbecue. Yeah, I haven't been to Texas yet. Never been to Texas, huh? Definitely recommend it. Oh my goodness. Geese are flying above me. You hear them honking. A gaggle of geese, folks. Fly into the river. The river's literally right there. It is maybe 100 feet. This area floods like crazy when we get big rains. Riverside itself, the Riverside parkway over there gets underwater quite a bit. Any of the, even the most modest kind of floods will the water will get up over the street. Because, like I say, the river is right there. Oh, here we make this turn. You'll see. You'll see that the river is right there. Because there it is. It's beautiful on the inside of it, by the way. Oh, I'm going to duck in here, turn my camera off for a second, do a little relief, if you know what I mean, and I'll be right back with you. And we are back. I noticed a poor little plant over there that needed some water desperately, so I took care of that for you. I'm always the philanthropist, always doing my best to make the world a little better. I'll have to. So I gave it a little drink. Here's a great shot of how close the river is right here. As I approach this little turn, it's probably hard to tell from the perspective on my phone, but that water is not even 30 feet. And there's a hell of a hill right here, but the water's literally right there. That goes straight down, and the bank is right there. So you can tell when it rains a lot, it climbs up this bank and it floods the street real quick. You can probably tell from the shape of the hill here. A lot of erosion, a lot going on. Oh, here's a nice little statue monument, the American flag, with the appropriate light on it. It's Glenn LaFarlette, run in peace, a true friend. That's a nice little memorial. 9 folks still with me. Say hi in the chat if I haven't talked to you already. Say hello and where you're from, and if you're new to my chats. It's good to have you here on this Wednesday night. 7:55 here. I'm going to say we still have pretty close to an hour to walk. So we're going to go a little more than the 7 miles today. We'll see what it comes out. We definitely have 2 miles north to get to 51st Street. A little extra walk's not a big deal. I'm getting hungry though. See what we can do for some dinner plans when we get home. Hate to eat this late in the day, but sometimes, you'd rather walk in before the rain hits. We did it today. I think we're going to be good. Doesn't look like anything imminent. Of course, this time of year, you never know. A little shower can develop right over you real quick. So just try to knock on some wood for me or cross those fingers for me. Hello, XX Rage XX. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome to the chat. We are currently walking on the Riverwalk Trail in southwest Tulsa. Going north from 71st Street, heading up to 51st Street, where we're going to head back east to the house. Don't get down this far south very often. Something a little different today to try to stay on city streets and sidewalks a little better than usual. Didn't want to be walking through neighborhoods with no sidewalks when it's been wet all day. This is interesting. Look at this little sign. Wow. It's got distances to various places in the world and directions. Look at that. If you want to go to, these are sister cities of Tulsa. Wow, that's interesting. This is the Leningrad, Russia, 5,508 miles that way. Utsunomiya, Japan, 6,278 miles that way. Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Beihai, China. Wow, that's crazy. And the date that they became sister cities. San Luis Potosi in Mexico, 1,021 miles to the south. Wow, that's wild. Hi there, honey badger. Welcome. I had a nice day. Yes, I did. I had a busy day at work, but it was nice. And you don't have to call me sir. I work for a living. Nobody ever called me sir in the military. I was a technical sergeant, but I never really had to say that because, I was in a band unit. We didn't call each other sir, except for the commander, of course. The commander is the conductor. The conductor is the commander, the only officer in the unit. People in the band can't make officers. It just doesn't happen. It's impossible. If you want to be an officer in the band program, you have to be a conductor. But thank you. I did have a nice day. Another little statue. Looks like a wolf or something trying to get a bird, trying to jump up at an eagle. Lots of neat little statues and sculptures and things out here. It's a really nice area. Really lovely place to walk. Nicely lit at night, as you can see. Plenty of light. Lovely cool evening. I think it's 68 degrees. A little bit of a breeze. Couldn't ask for better. Threat of rain, but nothing's happened yet, knock on wood. So what about some Von Helton? Anybody want to talk about the stream he made today? About he's going to abandon Hamilton, it seems, if he doesn't hear something back in about 3 days. So look, plane coming overhead. There's a little airport just down there on the other side of the river. So planes are flying over here all the time. There's a lot of pilot training going on, so there's always planes going around here. If I were targeted citizen, I'd be going crazy because of all the planes. This is just a lovely walk right here. All wooded, trees everywhere, but still nicely lit. Nice and level. It's not hilly like the 51st to 31st leg. So many hills. This is nice and level. Down here in the valley right by the river. I'm enjoying this a great deal. They apparently cut all this out to make it level. It's just wonderful. Especially at this point of the walk, I'm getting a little tired. It's nice to have a level walk. Let's see where some nice properties over there on Riverside. Some nice apartment complexes. Expensive. Like I say, we're on the outskirts of Jenks. It's kind of the dividing line between Tulsa and Jenks. And Jenks is a much higher property value area, one of the richer suburbs. So the houses are going to be nicer. And the apartments are going to be more expensive and all that good stuff. This is, I really like walking down here. It's very nice. Oh. Getting a little dark. The overcast isn't helping. It's just now 8 o'clock, a little after 8. And it usually gets dark about 8:30, but it's so overcast. The sun just doesn't have a chance, so it's going to get darker faster. Hopefully you guys can see okay. There's not a lot to see, but you can see the lovely wooded area that I'm walking through. And again, I appreciate the fact that it's so nicely lit. Every now and then, on the street, it's just plenty of lights out here. Keep folks safe and feel like you're not. I mean, if there wasn't lights, this would be dark down here. This would be crazy dark if it wasn't lit up. I gotta suspect people are living up in those woods. But we are at 1.5 hours, 92 minutes, 11 seconds on the stream. And we started at about 5 minutes in, so we're having a good walk today, folks. We're definitely going to pass 2 hours. So we're approaching 61st Street, but we have to get to 51st. So we've got another well over a mile before we even turn back to the east to get back home. Hi, Leslie. I'm not caught up on Vaughn. What's the latest update? He did a stream today. Said he didn't have much success in Hamilton, and he's probably he put in some job applications, but if he doesn't hear something in a few days, he's going to bail to the south or the west, saying he's got offers from some folks, both places. Now we know he's got an offer for Arizona from Weather Guy, which is some bullshit, and he's got an offer for Oregon or Washington State, Pacific Northwest, from Jess, which is also bullshit. Both of them are trolling him. He doesn't know it yet, but they're both trolling him and are not going to give him a place to stay. So that's where we are with Vaughn. He's asking for donations because he doesn't have any gas. I don't know how he thinks he's going to go anywhere. Now, see, this is bad because this is a big old soggy mess down in this valley, and I have to walk around it. And my shoes still got pretty wet. Oh, well. Walking shoes are not the best for walking through water. just saying. But basically, Leslie, he's begging for money, saying he can't get anything done in Hamilton and needs to get out of there. We'll see what happens. He said something about he might swing down by Manchester and pick up Sharpie, who is the dog's dead, folks. I mean, I'm sorry. Vaughn's been saying for weeks he's dead. By now the dog's dead, or in the pound. The best case scenario got picked up by animal control. But we already know animal control in Clay County doesn't give a shit about anything, so that dog starved to death. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, everyone, but Sharpie is gone. Nobody there to feed him. That dog is done. Hey, look, there's a bike. I could get on this bike and get home a lot faster if I wanted to cheat, but I don't. Here's another lovely apartment complex. On the other side of the road, there's one of those bikes you can get on and ride. Here's a place for folks to park. A park and walk, if you will. Takes about 5 or 6 cars parking here. Ooh, there's a little trail down to the water. Wonder what's down there. Maybe a little picnic area. I don't know. I don't think I want to go find out. But it's paved. There's a little circle there. That's wild. I wonder what that's about. Oh well. I'm just going to wonder about it. Okay, it's getting awful dark. I'm going to shut it off here in a minute. We'll give it till 10 after and see if anybody else wants to chat. But I'm down to 33% battery. It's getting darn dark out here. I know you can't really see anything. So we're going to call it a night and finish our walk here in a little bit. But I do thank everyone that came and kept me company, chatting. I do appreciate it. In fact, I think we might walk up 61st to Peoria. That'll keep me out of the grass because between the Riverwalk and Peoria, I have to kind of walk through some grass. So I think we'll cross where we've got a sidewalk. That would be smarter. And that's right up there where the traffic light is, maybe another quarter mile. And we'll cut it off then. Hopefully there's a sidewalk on 61st. I would think there would be. I would think there would be. That'll take me right up to the AutoZone where I work, which is at 51st and Peoria. Oh, another nice little picnic area over here. Benches. Nice little area overlooking the river. Nicely lit up. Trash cans for your convenience. Again, this whole section of the Riverwalk's been really nice because it's fairly flat. I'm used to having to walk up and down a bunch of hills and grades. This has been really nice, not having to worry about that too much. Oh, there's an elk or a moose, something, a deer. All right, folks. I appreciate the 7 folks that have hung on with me, but no one's chatting anymore, so I'm going to shut it down. It's getting too dark out here anyway, and I'm going to save my battery life. So you guys have a great night. I appreciate you all coming and chatting, and until next time, bye-bye.